I can cold call you and tell you everything that I want, but it's really difficult to be genuine and go, I can do this for you, I can do this for you, unless you show them.
Yeah.
And you can show them without calling them. And it's so different because as well, if you're cold calling them, chances are their number's probably pretty easy to find, which means there's probably 15 other brokers that week that have called them as well.
Yeah.
And like it or not, there's not a lot of difference between brokers sometimes, right? At the top end and at the bottom end, there's not a lot of difference. Everyone pretty much has the same access to stuff. So it's all about service. It's all about what can make you different. Because if I called you and go, mate, I've got 40 different lenders, we've got the best rates in the market. Yeah, but so did the last 15 blokes that called me.
Yeah.
So what do you actually have?
Yeah, there was actually a really interesting webinar recently, I think that Cub did, and it was talking about that. Like, might have been Cub. I think it was Cub. Anyway, they were talking about everybody's website that's say, it doesn't matter what they do, but in their field, they all say the same thing. So it's not a point of differentiation anymore.
I don't think I've ever read a book that's not a New York Times bestseller at some point. It's like everything, right? Like it's not a differentiator.
So you've got to find the ways that you can be different. And you know what? Sometimes the ways that you're different seem like really obvious, but almost like not that sexy. But, for some people who have had bad experiences, like, it's like there was an example where someone promised a call back within a certain amount of time, and everybody loved that because like, my lawyer never calls me back, so lawyers don't call people back. So now I'm a lawyer that calls people back, and that's my point of difference. Could be simple. Yeah.
It's so true. Like it's so true.
And it's ridiculous that sometimes it has to be that. But, I think like you're absolutely right. To become a broker, the bar to entry is not that high. You obviously need to do the accreditations with the lenders, but you need to have a CAFPA membership or an FBAA or MFAA. You need to have the associated memberships, but you need a laptop. Don't even need a website. So the bar to entry is really low.